Got another interview here. We've got Carlos Casali, winner of our single speed race and second place man in our 35 plus race, and Joe Curtes, the man of the afternoon in the 35 plus race. So really quick, I just want to ask Carlos about the single speed race. You issued the challenge to Tyler Stein, and then you threw down there this afternoon, huh?
Well, it was funny or interesting because as we were warming up, Ty was in front of me, and I noticed he was spinning like 120 cadence, and so his gear choice was not the best choice for today's course. And sure enough, on the first lap, on the straightaways, I had much heavier gear than he did, and it was easy, quite easy for me to just put the gap on him on those false flats, and he knew it. So I mean, for all purposes, it wasn't a fair match, So maybe next week is going to be a rebattle.
So are we resending out the challenge to Ty Stein to figure out his gearing choice?
Absolutely, yeah. I think it's such a fun time to have him and David and I and others come out and.
I'm coming in next week for single speeding.
Oh yeah, there you go. See, it's so much fun to see a class that's kind of easy, laid back, and yet very competitive.
So let's talk about the battle you had. At what point did you guys know it was going to come down to the finish?
Oh man, Carlos was just saying that he wanted to race number 2 and just see how it goes, and I have trouble doing 2 races. It's just hard to lay it all out 100%. So I had a nice start, got off to a good start, and he was I think maybe lap 2 you caught me, and I was like, all right, geez, Carlos is obviously feeling good today, and we're friends outside of racing, and we just kind of worked together and had a good time. We were racing hard and fast, and I wasn't getting away from him today, that's for sure.
Yeah, it was pretty obvious that it was going to come down to the last lap, and as we were passing racers from the other classes, we were looking back to make sure there's no gap. We didn't want to kind of take advantage of that situation. So I was pushing him, he was pushing me. We were flicking the elbows, taking turns. It was like a great workout. I think we're making a lot more ground racing together as we were by ourselves.
So I had this thought in my head because I heard my brother Mike was racing in the 45 plus, and he was on a single speed in the 45 plus, and Carlos is on a single speed in the 35 plus. I'm like, we can't let 2 single speeders win the 45 and 35 plus Masters races. So last lap, I was kind of thinking to myself, where do I need to make a move and try to get ahead of him? And in the playground area here at the end, I had an opportunity to get ahead of him, and I got ahead of him, and it was just tough to pass that whole back section by the before the barriers, and got over the barriers, got to the pavement, and the last corner was a huge sweeper right-hand corner on the pavement, and I just kind of hugged the inside and said, if you want it, you got to go the long way around, and it just didn't happen for him.
That's right. I think my only chance would have been to come through this middle section first, and that didn't happen, so I was just kind of waiting for something to happen. And he came out of the bottom turn so fast, and he did one shift, and I had nothing left.
It was fun. It was great.
Well, and that's a good lesson. We talk about you want to be the first guy into the corner, and Joe, it sounded like you got to make the line choice.
And you take your own line. Always don't wait for something to happen. You got to be first.
So, and as we finish up, Joe, still a lifetime achievement at the Blaster. Has the euphoria from that worn off yet?
It's funny you just said that, and I had full chills go through my whole body. And unfortunately, I lost a very close friend that passed away prior to the Blaster, and that Blaster was his brother. Does all the mowing at the trails out there, and was at his funeral yesterday, so I didn't get to go race Estabrook. But I've been trying to win that race for 10 years, and there's always good competition there. And this year, it just kind of worked out. I don't really know how it worked out, but it did. And his name's Tom, and he was overlooking everybody at that thing, and it was very interesting and emotional, the race for me. So it was cool. It's one of the best races I've ever won, for sure, by far.
Well, cool. Well, congratulations. And do you wear the sweater around all the time? Has it been washed since?
It hasn't been washed. We need some fall weather to come. It's too warm to wear a wool sweater. So looking forward to next weekend. Hopefully it's going to be in the 40s.
So there you go, folks. When it's cold next week at Waterloo, you can thank Joe Curtes and his Beechwood Blaster jersey. But thanks for treating us to a great race this afternoon, gentlemen. Cheers. And it's always great watching really 2 of the nice guys of cyclocross duke it out. So congrats.
Cheers.